not just nutrition and a roof over your house. There is, from what I have read, a tremendous amount of abuse that goes on, and violence and rape of small children. Am I right?
Yes, some of the children that we have in, this is south of the capital, where we have most of our children, and we're very happy because we know they're safe.
Yes.
They get a meal and they get an education.
Okay.
But shortly after we actually came back from Uganda, we received a phone call from someone that Cheryl-Dene knows that works in the northern part of Uganda. This is a lady that used to work with a non-for-profit from Australia, right?
Yeah.
And she had asked for our help to rescue 3 girls that were fleeing. They were about to get married off, and I think one of them had escaped, from the war from South Sudan. It's right on the border of Uganda and South Sudan. So she had asked for us to help and provide a rescue for them. We, working with our principal in our school and our orphanage, we sent them off. It's a 2-day trip to the northern part of Uganda. And instead of going for 3 girls, we came back with 8 children.
Oh my goodness.
And we had to leave.
You almost tripled the amount of children,
yeah,
right?
we tripled the children, and the promise us that we will come back to rescue more. And we did later on. We had a second rescue and came back with, oh my God, I don't know. Every time we go back, we always come back with more children than we're supposed to have.
Right.
But half the children that live in this village are the girls, get raped, get married off, or they're escaping war. The likes of Joseph Kony in South Sudan. And the boys have to work for food, and work is basically children's slavery. They have to move rocks, they have to dig holes, and work for food. So even the boys were crying for us to take them with them.
Oh.
And most people believe, and it's unfortunately a very uneducated and uninformed approach, that when you look at third world countries, whether it's Africa or any other place, that the first thing that they say is just stop having children. But the truth is, when you are there and you realize that these are children having children, and there is no such thing as going to the doctor and getting birth control, and women don't have the right over their bodies that you would have in a place like where we live today.
Well, and you just shared with me, correct me if I'm wrong, that one of the young ones, 12-year-old girl just had a child. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it really put, when we heard that she was pregnant, getting ready to have a baby, you think, all right, we need to get her to a medical center, but there's none.
Right.
And, you go out to buy baby clothes and you shopping in the same section as for little girls that are 12. And you think to yourself, how is it that I'm buying baby clothes for a baby, So, it's a real problem, and a lot of the girls that we are helping is, specifically coming from those type of circumstances where they are getting married off, sold, they are treated like, cattle in essence. They're valuable in exchanging.
Right.
Or just getting raped, and statistically a lot of these girls do not survive the birth of the child. Mm-hmm. We have had girls that we've known of that, were very, very young. They have these babies in their villages with the help of the older women, and they don't survive. Sometimes they bleed to death. So that's also very common. The place that we have in northern Uganda, which is a trade school for these girls, is so they can learn a trade and survive on their own. So we have a school that gives them training for 6 months, so they're able to come out of the school with something to do so they can survive.